Hey everybody, welcome to Paduty in the News for Monday, September 8th, 2025. We're talking Dance Moms, Sox Machine, Pittsburgh podcast meetup.
Paduty in the News, we're taking it live from Pittsburgh sass to Wales new vibe. Dance Moms bring drama, Sox fans bring pride. Telluride fans light up the night sky. Iowa's factories, fighting the fight. Plática live brings laughter all night. Pine drums are booming, the stage is the cue. Headlines directly to you.
Welcome back to Paduty in the News. This is Monday, September 8th. I'm your host, Jeff Ravilla. And we started this podcast to showcase live podcasting events from all over the country, all over the world. And we have so many stories coming in every week of live podcasts happening around the world. And we're doing that because we are part of this movement. We want to bring podcasts as a live event, live environment to you directly, either in the theater like you see behind me, or live stream to the comfort of your own home. So live event podcasting is a thing that's happening, and it's happening on a big scale, and not many podcasters taking advantage of that. So that is where you come in, listen to these stories, and then do your podcast live. Our first story tonight, back to the bar in Pittsburgh. This one comes to us from Trib Live. Dance Moms icons Christy Lukasiak and Kelly Hyland are heading home to Pittsburgh for the first ever live Back to the Bar podcast event. Billed as a night of laughs, games, Q&A, and plenty of unapologetic sass, the Bear Crawl hits the courtyard by Marriott University Center on September 26th. From student price tickets to ultra VIP cocktail parties, fans can choose their own level of drama. It's not just a recap, it's behind the scenes tea, live games, and a full night out in the Steel City. And I love seeing this. This is people who are on a reality TV show, started their own podcast to stay connected to their fans. And now they're taking that live. They're doing live shows right here in Pittsburgh, hometown Pittsburgh, where the Abbey Lee Dance Company was. And now they're doing it. They're out there connecting with fans with the types of experiences that you would expect them to have, with the VIP cocktails and sharing gossip. That's what you would expect from the show, and they are delivering on that. Our second story comes from the Sox Machine. They swing into Ramova. The Sox Machine podcast is stepping off the airwaves and onto the stage live from Chicago's historic Ramova Theater. Joined by special guests Courtney Finicum from Baseball Isn't Boring, the crew is breaking down the White Sox post-All-Star surge, Colson Montgomery's star potential, and whether Shane Smith is shaping up to be the team's next ace. From the biggest surprises to the biggest concerns, fans will get a front row seat to White Sox talk with energy you can only find in a live setting. Another way to connect what your passion is with a community. And this is a passionate baseball podcast doing a live show with an audience and connecting with people in their town who also like baseball. Story number 3 from the Corridor Business. Iowa's workforce crisis on center stage. Never waste a crisis. The Iowa Manufacturing Podcast took the stage at the CBJ Manufacturing Conference in Cedar Rapids, recording live in front of a crowd of industry leaders. The hot topic? A looming workforce crisis, as 240,000 baby boomers are expected to leave Iowa's manufacturing jobs by 2030. Panelists laid out 3-part game plan: embrace automation, retain senior workers with flexible roles, and attract Gen Z through hands-on training. The live session made one thing clear: Iowa's future in manufacturing will depend on bold strategies and collaboration between people and technology. And you're seeing these type of events pop up everywhere. There's always conferences, there's events, and the entertainment that people are bringing into these conferences and events isn't just music or DJs or magicians. Podcasts are now a part of the curriculum for these conferences. They are bringing them in. They are on the schedule. They are doing live recordings, and they are drawing an audience because they are connecting audiences. And this is another great example of bringing your industry expertise to the public and sharing what you believe the future holds. Story number 4 from BOSSIP. Wale walks the talk at Pillars Live. Brooklyn's Pillars speaker series lit up the Dumbo neighborhood with Grammy-nominated rapper Wale in the spotlight. In a candid live conversation, Wale opened up about his sneaker obsession, hip-hop heritage, and global sound shaping his upcoming album, a project he calls Diaspora Folk. With his manager, Kaz Laidlaw at his side, Wale mixed career stories with sneaker tales, including a collab that tied him to NBA star Anthony Edwards. Fans and insiders got an unfiltered look at the grind behind the music, proving that events like Pillars not only connects artists with their audience, but also builds community around culture, conversation, and creativity. And this was done on a scale that I have never seen. While this may not have been exactly a podcast up front, it is a event looking for a podcast. And if you go and look at the pictures of this, they transformed this, like a creative space. They called it a country club, which I don't have in my notes. They had merch. They had all kinds of branding around it. And then they had this really high level event. It was very impressive. This is the type of live events that we're talking about. While this wasn't exactly a podcast, go look up this article and see how amazing this whole thing was. From start to finish, it was top notch all the way around. And it was an event looking for a podcast of 100%. Check it out. Our fifth story today, Telluride takes the spotlight on Next Best Picture. This comes to us from Next Best Picture. The Next Best Picture podcast went live from the 2025 Telluride Film Festival, giving film fans a front row seat to one of the industry's most prestigious events. Host Daniel Howat and Matt Neglia recapped a whirlwind Labor Day weekend packed with world premieres like Hamlet and Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere, along with Sundance, Cannes, and Venice favorites. Their live recording not only captured the excitement of the screenings, but also showcased how podcasts can turn film festivals into shared experiences for audiences everywhere. From hidden gems to Hollywood heavyweights, Next Best Picture proved that live podcasting amplifies the festival buzz far beyond Telluride's mountains. I don't know. How many times can I tell you what's happening out there? Love this story. This is a podcast that went to a film festival. They talk about films. That's what they do at film festivals. And they put this all together to really connect their content with their fans in real life. And story number 6, Plática from KFOX TV. Sebastian Robles and Josh Leva, hosts of the hit Latino podcast Plática, are stepping into a new era with their first ever live show at UTEP's Magofin Auditorium. Billed as the #1 Latino podcast in the world, the duo is bringing their trademark mix of comedy, perspective, and pure unpredictability to a packed house on September 19th. With tickets on sale now, Plática Live promises a night of laughs, surprises, and community connection, proving once again that podcasts don't just live in your earbuds, they thrive on the stage. And again, love it. I love seeing podcasts go out into the public, put on live shows for people. This is the future. This is what we're talking about. This is where the opportunity is for 90% of podcasters out there. Check out a live event in your area. Check out what we're doing here at the Paduti Podcast Theater. We just hosted a Pittsburgh podcast meetup. I'll have a link to that video if you'd like to watch. I recorded an hour of that where we're doing a Q&A. We're bringing in podcasters. We're feeding them. We're giving them drinks. And then we're answering their toughest questions about podcasting and doing it in a live environment. So check it out, paduti.com. If you want to hear more episodes like this one, go to news.paduti.com, news.poduty.com, paduti.com. Let's hear that theme music.